What's up, YouTube? What's up, YouTube? Hello, guys, and I am back with another video. It's your girl Maria. In case you don't know, please like, comment, share, subscribe. Tell me your favorite color down below, guys. How are you doing today? Okay, listen. Um, it's August 13th, and it's crazy about my timing, to be honest with you. But I got this idea because I was looking over, um, my so I'm gonna get with the story first, okay? So, you saw the title. Why I dropped out of high school. I dropped out of high school in 2016. All right, it was my junior year, and it was the beginning of the junior year because um, I wasn't feeling it. Like, I really wasn't feeling it. I really was not a social person, just because of how I grew up. If you've seen other videos, you know a little bit, but you don't know too much. But I wasn't really a social person. I couldn't really get along with peers, not like getting in fights and stuff, but I just felt really out of place. Um, I was kind of like not really a sad teen, but I stuck to myself and I stuck in my books. I like reading books. I like, using creativity. I like writing. I like painting. I like drawing. I like doing things like that, by myself. So being at school for 8 hours a day, every single day, was a lot for me. Um, you know, I was able to do it and I did good in school. I got good grades. But like I said, it was just the constant having to be around so many people all the time. And, it's too much. It was too much for me. So, in return, I got withdrawn from school and I ended up just deciding to go back and living with, my grandmother. And, they're really big on, get your diploma, go to college if you see that in your future and stuff like that. And I really appreciate their support and how they didn't really push me to do things that I didn't want to do. But at the same time, they still guided me and let me know, like, all right, these are things that you need to take care of and that you need to handle if you want to be an adult and be in an adult world. So one of those things was getting my GED, since I did drop out of high school. Getting my GED was not hard. They made me take 4 different tests. It was social studies, mathematical reasoning, science, and reasoning through language arts. So kind of like English, but it's called reasoning through language arts. Looking back at the titles of these subjects now, mentally, I can kind of resonate with why they worded it that way, as opposed to, like in school they give you English and da da da, like, because a lot of that stuff is unnecessary, and we're not gonna get about, how a lot of that stuff be lies, but we're not gonna talk about that. We're just gonna point out the fact that those are the 4 tests that I had to take. You had to, well, where I was, which was the state of Illinois, so you had to get at least 100, a 145 on each subject. I end up scoring on social studies, I scored a 158. Hold on, because I can low key just show y'all if that makes it easier. I don't know if my camera will let me like flip it. I'm in the middle, so pause while I insert that clip. So, as you can see, it says social studies, mathematical reasoning, and science and reasoning of language arts. I think they mean mathematical reasoning, like because that is what you're doing in real life, so it really makes sense. Okay, so basically, you see my test scores now. It was not hard. When I tell you the test was not hard, they literally, like, I was able to pass my test and a score. It wasn't too like, oh, drastic, like above the score limit for the passing rate, but it was still very good considering that I'm doing this on a junior level, you know, learning, or junior level, grade. I'm not grades, but I learned up to junior year and then I left. So, in saying that, I'm not saying this or putting this out there to promote people to not finish school or to not do high school. You know, all I'm saying is that it was not good. It was not right for me, and it is okay if you feel the same for yourself. But like I did say, having a GED will help you in your life, because don't just drop out and just to drop out. You know what I mean? Like, because if I had done that, it would have prevented me from doing a lot of things that I've been able to do. You know, being an adult. So getting my GED did help a lot, just because it was really easy to do it right coming out of high school, as opposed to waiting years. It was people in these classes that were, way older than me, like 45, 50, 35, 20 something, and I was just 17. So, what was I 17? I was either 16 or 17. I think I was 17 in these classes. And honestly, you can choose. I only took like the first class, which is kind of like an orientation, and then I decided to just go directly and do the test, because I wasn't about to sit there for 6 more weeks of learning material to be able to take the test, especially when I'm just coming out of school. So I did just opt to skip the class part and the instruction part that everybody else did, and I just immediately went and take the test. And I'm very grateful for my grandma for paying for those, because you do have to pay for the GED test. It costs per subject, so you gotta pay, like, I think it was like $200 per subject. So she ended up paying $800 just for me to be able to do this and take care of this. So I really appreciate that. Obviously, I told her at the time, and I hope she still knows. I really appreciate that, because that was a very, you know, thoughtful thing to do and very helpful thing that really did help me. That a lot of people don't know that is available to you. A lot of your resources that you have. That's why I literally make my channel to tell people, as I'm learning, I'm going to tell you guys the information so you can learn too. And if you have any information, tell me, let me know, okay? Because, we don't really know a lot of these things, and the resources that we have are so helpful. And we aren't even taught how to use our resources in a way to help us get past things that, or, I'm saying, to make life better in a way that we are able to enjoy it. We don't have to drone on and, do stuff that we don't want to do. At the same time, like I said, that is not a path for everybody. And it really depends on what your path is and what your journey in life looks like. Because a lot of times, sometimes getting that social thing and doing all of those things, it can be good for people. It can be good for a certain person. But it just, like I said, it really just depends on who you are as a person and, like I said, your journey. So don't take this as like oh, I see she did it, so let me go do it. Like, no, that's crazy. Like, that's crazy as hell. Don't do that. Just, like I said, this is literally just like my story of why I dropped out of high school. Because, like, the school year coming up, and people are stuck in so much stigma right now about, you know, how bad it is to learn and how hard it is to learn in an environment, in an environment or schools where kids don't want to learn. They're not there to learn. Even when I was in school, people weren't there to learn. There are a lot of us still came to school to learn, but this was in the time where, like, it was kind of shifting a little bit. But now it's just kind of like they don't kind of go to school to learn. So, right now, like, pay attention to what makes you comfortable. Do what you know is good for you, and think about it. Don't just be impulsive. I have a problem with being impulsive. Being impulsive doesn't help nobody. So help yourself. Don't be impulsive. Think over your decisions before you do them. Execute them in a way that is beneficial for you and hurts none. Because at the same time, we always have to make sure that we maintain a certain level of peace and goodness, and making sure that we are doing everything in a proper way that is good for us. Because if you're not, your future self isn't right here making a video saying, hey, make sure you do this, because you needed this. But I'm here telling you that when I did this, this is what helped me. This is something that I'm glad I did, because if I had not done that after making that impulsive decision to drop out of school, I would not be where, I'm not gonna say I wouldn't be where I am today, because school had nothing to do with that. But I wouldn't have the conviction or have the confidence to know that I'm doing the things that I am meant to be doing, you know? Because if I had spent the last 2 years in school, that would have been stressful as hell. And I probably wouldn't have been okay. I would have been depressed as hell coming into the adult world. But being able to get a job, my first job at 17, and cooking I was a chef, and I'm really appreciative for the opportunity because they wasn't supposed to hire me. I was supposed to be 18, but at the same time, it was an amazing opportunity, and they gave me the chance to be able to get into the work field and be able to work to make my money instead of going to school spending more money, or going to college and spending more money for no reason and getting into debt. Like, that's super stupid. That's super stupid. To me, to me, to me. But yeah. Thank you so much for watching. If you watched this long, I really appreciate you guys for rocking with me, supporting me. Thank you so much for 2K subscribers. Yeah, like, I really appreciate y'all. I am gonna get back with the videos. I've only honestly been trying to figure out my direction and where I want my channel to go and what direction I want it to go. But to be honest, I just want to post what feels good to me, post what I know creates an easy life with the Mario Renee. You know? Alright. So I love you guys. Stay blessed. Be blessed. No seedless fruits. Stop eating fake food. I'm done talking.